And tell me if you're not ready for Jah Cure. Get this video to 1,000 likes, my people. Virtual TV has good news for you that you need to know. You need to stay tuned, everybody. Are you ready? Is Jamaica ready for Jah Cure? I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right now. Coming up in this segment, it is the final segment, everybody, inside of Gratitude Thursdays, and it's Virtual TV Vlogs, and I will be posting more on this channel, so you need to stay tuned, okay? Yes. So, Jah Cure is now only days away from knowing his fate, and you need to stay tuned, okay? Now, there is updated releases since then that has been happening in Jah Cure's case, and of course some people are really sorry for him, of course, as expected. I've seen the comment section, I've seen where many people have said Jah Cure is a waste of time. I've seen many people who are saying that Jah Cure just is an overall person that don't want nothing for himself. You understand? So I've seen it all. But is Jamaica ready for Jah Cure? Okay? You comment and tell me in the comment section, everybody. You understand? We have seen artists who got prison, of course, and get the love and the support from the Jamaican people. Vibes Cartel be #1, and Jamaica is of course ready for Ninja Man, who is also coming soon. Tomorrow I'm going to some details on that. But right now, as it sets, it is Jah Cure's time, aka Sakator Alak. Drop a like on the video, my people, and tell me if you are ready. Now, before we go forward in this, I must tell you that Jah Cure apologizes. Yeah. For the people, of course, that Jah Cure has disappointed, because many people has Jah Cure as a disappointment. That is the word that I am looking for. Many people have Jah Cure as a disappointment because he's a great artist and the type of songs him sing, but it wasn't necessarily reflected in his lifestyle. Now, to the people, to the Jamaican people who Jah Cure has disappointed, Jah Cure says sorry to his fans. He says sorry to his fans, everybody. So sorry is what he says for disappointing you. Now, Jah Cure is days away, of course, as I said before, because we are now officially in, of course, May. Yes, Jah Cure's case is going to be coming up soon, okay? And this is what you need to know right now, okay? Now, to the lesser charge is what is really the minor situation that finds himself. Now, for those who don't know, I must highlight you and tell you this, that the judges have found Jah Cure not guilty of murder and attempted murder. So that is good. So, that right there. They're saying that Jah Cure's act was never premeditated, and Jah Cure's team is now arguing self-defense. They are arguing self-defense in front of the courts. Now, if they successfully removed, which they did, the major 2 charges, which was dropping and attempted dropping, then attempted manslaughter, which is the lesser charge, will be predicted to move away also. And then, of course, the only circumstance that Jah Cure will have to pay for is that he will not be able to travel back to those places. Yes, he will be deported. You understand? And that comes as I know that many reggae artists who are not prominent at this time, who probably don't have a hot song, consider Europe as them breadbasket. Because Europe, places like Germany, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Switzerland, and you name them, those places in Europe are always in demand for reggae artists. Artists are always touring, reggae artists, Iwan, you name them, Egyptian, some of the biggest names who, are not really, well, in quote-unquote Jamaican terminology, of a hot song. But to them, there are major acts over there as well. So Jah Cure will have to sacrifice that, of course, because of his felony and his conviction, and of course his prison sentence. But I think that it is a small price to pay for Jah Cure for him freedom. You understand? He put himself in the situation. Now, what is being argued, I must tell you, is that Jah Cure legal team is now arguing self-defense in front of the courts, because they're saying that this was never premeditated and Jah Cure's act was that of self-defense. Now, on the day in question, it seems that the promoter had some unresolved issue in terms of payment with Jah Cure. Alright, everybody, drop a like on the video, comment and tell me if Jamaica and you are ready for Jah Cure to come home. That is the big question. You understand? So anyway, let's get into the major stories right now, my people. Kingston, Jamaica, reggae star Jah Cure will know his fate in a few days when he heads to the Netherlands Court of Appeal for the substantive hearing, which is going to be in the 18th of June, to determine whether Dutch prosecutors can pursue an attempted drop-in charge against him. Don't worry about that. The prosecutor's job is to prosecute, and the defense's job is to defend. So their job is to slap back the drop-in charge upon him, which judges ultimately decided that they wanted removed. So if the judge decided, I don't think that they will be successful in having that charge reinstated upon him anyway, because this was determined within the court of law, not feelings. You understand what I'm saying? So that in itself is a big thing. Now, over the past few months, a Netherlands investigative judge had been hearing witnesses as Dutch prosecutors pressed their appeal against the acquittal of the Unconditional Love's singer attempted drop-in charge in the initial trial. Jah Cure's lawyer has also appealed the attempted manslaughter conviction, which I'm saying that they're doing now as we speak. You understand? So I don't think that the prosecution have a case. The lawyers are confident that Jah Cure will be freed of this minor attempted manslaughter charge. You understand? Now, what I want you to know also is that the pro forma hearing has been done. That where he went to court every 90 days, that is done. This is the big one, the final one, where his outcome will be decided. You will know what the outcome of this will be in the next few days, and I will give you updates on that information. It is going to be June 18 that they're around the corner. So everybody, want to get ready. You understand? Anyway, now the substantive hearing has been scheduled for June 18, 2025 from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Now at the substantive hearing, the case will be presented to the Court of Appeal and they will decide a representative of the Netherlands Prosecution Service is what they're saying. Okay, now of course it goes on also to say only hearings where there is application of judicial mind to resolution of the dispute of classified and substantive. In other words, a hearing at which the outcome of a manner is expected to be decided. Now, Jah Cure, whose real name is Sakator Alak, has been in pre-trial detention in Amsterdam while awaiting the handling of the prosecutors of appeal of his 2022 conviction. Alak was convicted to 6-year sentence in March 2022 for attempted manslaughter, but he was acquitted of the attempted drop-in charge by the judge, just like I'm telling you. Now, of course, that charge is gone. Cure was convicted after he allegedly juke up Dutch concert promoter known as Nicardo Papa Blake over unpaid performance fees in October in 2021. Okay, that's what the conclusion comes to. Now, this is very important for you to know. Okay, this is going to be the final hearing and Jah Cure's fate will be decided ultimately on whether the minor charge will stick. Okay, which I'm saying that I don't think it will, being the fact that him served 6 years already and the minor charge come with less time. You understand? Him served 6 years already in a Dutch prison, not jail, prison. Drop a like on the video, share the video. So things look good for him, as me can say, relating to the information that is being presented, because Jah Cure was found not guilty by a judge. Okay? One thing I can say to this brother, him lucky. And when him come home, him for just turn a new leaf. Even though that was what he had promised initially when he went to prison in Jamaica for the bigger case. But I guess it's a case where everybody is a human being and we all make mistakes sometime. But some mistake cannot be forgiven. You understand? So that's why I must say the double-minded opinions of Jamaican people where they're saying that Jah Cure is a disappointment because they, look up to him and they, love him as the music where him sing. You understand? Because you can't take him talent from him. But the trial judge had ruled that Jah Cure's actions were not premeditated, an act of attempted dropping, and he was acquitted of the more serious charge. There you go. Leave a like on the video, share the video. That is it, my people. Bless up on yourself.